Hi, this is Marat, and you can call me Marat Love a lot because I love it, everyone a lot. I'd like to go over, I'd like to do a funny video, kind of, well, it's not completely funny, it's a little bit true. I find it a little funny, but I thought it'd be a good idea. So this video is going to be about things that you might do at the veterinary office when you take your pet to the vet, that the veterinarian just completely hates. So I don't know why I find this so funny. So here we go, let's get into it. I wrote down about 16 different items, just whatever came to mind. So if you find yourself doing one of these things, or multiple of these things, I'd highly recommend, rethinking why you're doing this and maybe trying not to, because it's definitely gonna make you look better in front of your doctor's eyes, your pet's doctor's eyes, and overall it's just gonna make your life better, make your life easier, and make the veterinarian's life easier. So if they're taking care of your pet, try to do them some service and don't annoy them. I've been working in the veterinary field for about probably almost 7-8 years now, and at the current job I'm at for about 3.5 years. I've gained a lot of experience at this job with two wonderful doctors, Dr. Lisa Swan and Dr. Alondra Pasalo, and I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about clients, and a lot about animals, and a lot about doctors and what they like and what they don't like. So here we go. Without further ado, the first thing, I wrote all this down: call for an appointment, but you're already in the parking lot. Okay, this is a good one, because if you haven't called for an appointment, you can't demand to be seen quickly. The veterinarian's super busy, and if you call to make an appointment but you're already there, there might not be that slot available. You might get lucky, but that slot might not be available. And most of the times it's not. Most of the times the schedule is full, and there's even people that have called and asked to be added on as a walk-in appointment, so they have to wait, and now you come in as a last priority, unless your pet's in really emergent state. You're not going to be seen, and you can't say my dog's really emergent, they're super itchy. Sorry, that doesn't fly. Number 2, demand to speak to them because you don't trust the nurse's advice. So I know that the doctor is the doctor, and everybody wants to speak to the doctor because they are the most knowledgeable person in the hospital. But please trust that when your nurse is giving, your pet's nurse is giving you advice, it is coming directly from the doctor's mouth. The doctors are super busy. They have to make calls. They have to write up all the information that they acquired by examining your pet. Everything. It has to be documented. They're one person. So if you want the doctor to tell you something that's super simple that a nurse can tell you, it's just not fair, because they have other appointments to see, calls to make, labs to look at, laboratory results to look at, and just so much going on. Number 3, you don't want to do anything they suggest. This is a big annoying factor. If you come to the vet and they make suggestions like, I recommend you doing blood work for your 8-year-old dog who's showing some symptoms, right? Or I recommend taking the medication, some antibiotics, and I recommend giving him some medication for the itchiness, and you just say you don't want to do any of it because you don't have the money. I'm sorry, but it's a business, and everything costs money. It costs money for the vet. It's going to cost you money. If you don't expect to pay anything, if you don't expect to do anything for your pet, don't come to the vet. Simple as that. I know it sounds harsh, but that is the harsh truth. You can't go to a mechanic and ask them to fix your car if you're not willing to pay for the service. That goes right into the next one. You don't have any money. I'm sorry, but the veterinary office is not a nonprofit organization. So there's employees like us nurses that need to get paid, there's assistants that need to get paid, the doctor needs to get paid, the people who do the finances need to get paid, the hospital needs to continue running. For your pet to get care, there needs to be money coming in. So if you do not have the funds to take care of your pet, find a way to get the money. Get care credit, right? That's one. Credit card that allows you to pay without any interest in 6 months. There's many different options. Start a, what's it called? What's that website? GoFundMe, right? Huge. GoFundMe is humongous. Do that. Ask your friends, ask your family. Get a side job, right? Get an IOU from a friend. There's so many ways. Okay, next. You're rude to the receptionists and nurses, but nice to the doctors. So that's a big no-no. The doctors, believe it or not, they care about their staff. So if you're gonna be completely rude to one person because they're in the front desk and then nice to a nurse, or you're gonna be really rude to the females and then really nice to the males, nobody likes you if you do that, okay? So just don't do that. Be kind and cordial to everyone in the hospital. We talk. You're rude to me, I'm gonna tell the doctor that you were definitely unpleasant, and they're not gonna like that. They're not gonna tell you, but they're definitely gonna. That's gonna be jotted down. Okay. Pain in my ass client. So please don't do that. You show up late. 5 minutes, that's all right. That can fly. But if you show up 30 minutes late, that's just annoying. We have 30-minute appointments sometimes. So then that means it's the next person's turn to be seen. If you're late, I'm sorry, but your priority is gone. You can't demand to be seen at that point. So please don't show up late. If you do, expect to wait 1 to 2 hours. Okay? Sometimes you'll get lucky and somebody called off or something happened and we can get you in, but this is not something that happens every time, okay? Let's see, what's next? Number 7. You don't listen to anything the doctor says. Oh man, you won't believe how many times this happens. So, excuse me. You have no idea how many times the doctor comes back and tells me something, and then I tell them that you just told me something totally different. And then when I come back into the room to talk to you, it's like you didn't hear anything the doctor said. So please, I know it's very difficult to focus when there's just so much going on, and you know, you have other probably issues going on at home, and I know it's not easy, but just forget everything, and when the doctor's talking to you or the nurse is talking to you, write it down if you have to, but listen to what they say. Just open your mind, empty your mind, and open it up and just absorb the information and listen, because it will do you and your pet a huge favor, and the doctor won't have to repeat to you 100 times. And then your pet doesn't get better and you wonder, why didn't they get better? Because you didn't take the advice and you didn't listen properly. Okay, next. You're on your phone, texting, talking, whatever you're doing, you're on your phone. When this is just, there's no excuse for this. If the doctor walks into the room and you're on your phone, turn it off, okay? Put it on mute. It doesn't matter unless you have an emergency, which you most likely don't. Don't be on your phone. Don't even have your phone out. This is the rudest thing possible, you know? Like, the doctor's there to give you information, and you're going to be fiddling on your phone, and you're going to be taking a call or something like that. I see this, trust me. Like, I'm not bullshitting when I say people do this. And the doctors come back and they're like, this person is so freaking annoying. They're on their phone the whole time. I'm talking to them and they're not listening to me. And they're not going to be rude to you and be like, excuse me, can you put your phone away? They're not going to do that. You should know this. Don't freaking get on your phone. This goes for everywhere. You know, you're talking to your friends. Don't be on your phone. Okay? You're at the doctor's. Don't be on the phone. Next. Getting a little heated here. All right. Let's see. We're at 12 minutes in. I'm trying to keep this short. Next. You talk about your pet's whole life story. Okay? This is a no-no. Keep it short. The doctor wants to know why you're there, what's going on with your pet, so they can work on the issue at hand. Don't talk about the 50 growths it has. Don't talk about that one time that your dog jumped out the window and started chasing a bunny rabbit. Don't talk about your family's pets. Don't talk about the pets that haven't come to the hospital yet, or what you should do about your neighbor's cat. Don't talk about any of that. Don't talk about your medical issues. Focus on what's happening to your pet. Are they itching? Are they vomiting? Are they having diarrhea? What's happening? And the doctor will take care of it. We have a limited amount of time. In order to get the medications, the treatments, everything, the whole process going, you're going to have to be quick, concise, and get straight to the point. Don't hold the doctors and the nurses hostage listening to your pet's life story. We love your pets, don't get me wrong, but we also need to get the job done, and we have to move things along. There's other clients that are waiting to be seen who probably want to share their life stories too, so just please be considerate of the time management. Next, number 10. You come in for vomiting. You call in. You tell the receptionist that your pet's been vomiting, and you come in, and you say, oh yeah, also one more thing at the very end after everything's been like said and done. You're like, oh yeah, he also has like 5 growths. Okay, just tell us everything that you need to be seen so we can prepare what is necessary today for your pet. If there's vomiting, diarrhea, and 5 growths, say there's vomiting, diarrhea, and 5 growths. Because if you talk about vomiting and that's all you mention, and then at the very end you mention, oh yeah, can the doctor look at the growths? Now you just threw a whole nother thing in the loop where they could have done that already, right? And your pet's back in the carrier ready to go home. That just throws everything off the bandwagon. Please don't do that. Next. You say your pet has an emergency, and then they come in and they're just sneezing. Or they're just like limping a little bit. Okay? Please try to understand the difference between emergency and inconvenience. If your pet's itching, that's not an emergency. If your pet's vomiting profusely, that could be an emergency. If your pet doesn't want to eat, that's sometimes an emergency. Again, you got to talk to your receptionist, they talk to the nurses, and we figure out, is this really an emergency? Alright, next. Number 12. Give us a bad Yelp review because you didn't like hearing the truth about your pet. Okay, so if you come in and the doctor tells you that your pet has fleas, don't give us a bad Yelp review. Okay? That's just being a shitty person. I mean, what else can I say? You know, nobody deserves a bad Yelp review because of the truth of what's going on with your pet. Just because you don't like what's going on with your pet doesn't mean that we did a bad job, okay? We told you what's going on with your pet. Take care of it. It's your job, your responsibility to take care of the pet's needs. It's our job to let you know what's going on with your pet, okay? Don't be embarrassed. Everybody's pets get fleas, okay? And don't give us a bad Yelp review. That's just a douche move. Next, number 13. Ask them to decide what to do for you. Okay, so the vet will make recommendations, but they're not going to decide what to do for you. One of the most common things I see is for surgeries that there's multiple growths that have to be removed from a pet because the owner is afraid that they might be cancerous or causing the pet some problems. But removing each growth costs a lot of money, and sending each growth to the lab to be tested costs a lot of money. Okay, it's like a couple $100 each. It's like $50 to remove each growth depending on the size, and then like $100-something to send it to the lab and get it tested. So, you know, it's gonna rack up. If you have like 10 growths, you're gonna have to choose which growths you want sent, and that's a difficult choice. But you can't ask the doctor to be like, which one do you think? Because the doctor doesn't know which one has cancer. If they did, they would be a psychic. They're not. So please send the growths that you just decide. Make the decision, okay? You know just as well as they do. The diagnosis has to be done in order to find out if the growths are cancerous. That's just how it is. Let's see. What's next? Ask them not to kill your pet when your pet is going to be sedated or go under anesthesia for a certain procedure. This is kind of a tricky one because obviously you don't want your pet to die, and you want to tell them, please be safe, be careful, and that's understandable. Just don't say, please don't kill my pet. This is very rude. This puts an unsurmountable amount of pressure on the staff and the doctor, because now you're putting the idea in our heads that we might kill your pet, okay? And now we're paranoid. It's funny, but when you say don't kill my pet, you make it more likely that your pet might die under anesthesia because you make everyone paranoid and they're scared and they're nervous. We're not trying to kill your pet. Nobody ever thinks about trying to kill your pet. Pets do die under anesthesia, and that is a whole nother topic to talk about. But it does not help asking someone not to kill your pet, because they're there to help your pet, right? You know, even doctors, sometimes the doctor will be like, don't freaking kill this pet. You better be careful. The owner's, you know, really scared. And it's like, that's wrong too. The doctor should never say, don't kill this pet. Because obviously we're trying to help this pet. And putting all the pressure on top of the nurse or the doctor is just unfair, because it makes them paranoid and nervous and more likely to make mistakes. So please don't, just even no matter how afraid you are, tell them please take good care of him, and that is much a whole different world. Okay, don't say don't kill my pet. Blame them for the treatment not working instantly. So it takes time to do harm to your own body or to a pet's body, right? It takes more time to heal, especially for like reptiles. So if you come in and your pet's doing really bad or itching really badly, and we recommend flea medication, this and that, you go home, you try one thing, you do flea medications, but you don't follow up with it, and the pet's still itching, and you come back and you start screaming, hey, you told me this would work, and my pet's still itchy, and you're just trying to take my money, you know. Calm down, Miss Johnson, or Mr. Johnson. you didn't follow through. Okay? Healing your pet takes effort on your part. We are here to assist you. We give you what's necessary. You have to do what's necessary in order for the pet to get better. It's on you. You decided to have a pet. It's your child. Take care of it. Take care of your pet. Take the responsibility. We will do everything we can. We take responsibility when the pet comes to our hospital to do everything we can for it. You take the responsibility to make sure it gets done. If we say do flea medications every month for freaking ever, you do that. All right? If it doesn't work, ask what else can I do? All right? Be participating within your pet's healing process. Don't blame, just do what you need to do. And finally, okay, I'm losing my voice here. Finally, last but not least, let me see, I lost my focus here. Last but not least, number 16, tell them you have to be somewhere and try to rush things along. We're not going to rush things along for you. If you had any idea what happens in the treatment area where we have to gently grab your scared little Pomeranian and give it vaccines or draw blood from its tiny little vessels, which is not easy, and take x-rays or whatever we need to do with your pet, we have to move slowly and carefully and methodically in order to keep your pet comfortable and not shitting itself and not, you know, turning blue because it can't breathe because it thinks we're trying to kill it, because your pets don't know what we're trying to do. So asking us to rush is basically telling us to do a lower quality work, and that's not how we fly, okay? At least at our hospital. So, and I know most hospitals don't fly that way. So don't try to rush us. If you have somewhere to be, cancel it. If you're coming to the vet hospital, expect that you're gonna have to wait and give us time to do the proper procedures in the proper way for your pet. We're not just gonna slam them on the table and fucking hold your pet down and stick him with needles all fast and try to get it done just because you have to go to your 9 o'clock meeting or whatever. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. All right, so sorry, I got pretty serious there and got a little excited, got a little into it, but I hope you enjoyed those those 16 points. 16 things that your veterinarian hates when you do them. So please use those, take those lessons and use them. Don't do those things, and just be friendly, be cordial, be a decent human. And I hope the best for you and best for your pets. I'll be making more videos in the near future about different aspects of veterinary life and even other things like health, fitness for yourself. So stay tuned and I'll talk to you later. Peace!